God is so patient with us. God will take us through things and love us all at the same time. We got to understand that God love is not always deliverance. God love is purpose. The things that we encounter or the people that we encounter is for God purpose in our life. We got to understand God purpose, God will, and God plans for our life. God love is not always deliverance, but God love is absolutely purpose. Everybody that God remove out your life is not always bad. Sometimes they just be in the way of his purpose and his will for your life. Everybody that come into your life is not always good. Sometimes you have to pray for that discernment, and sometimes you have to pray for that confidence in that discernment. Everybody that walks out your life is not always bad. They just in the way of God's purpose, plan, and will for you in that season. Fasting is necessary. Fasting help with those type of things. We gotta trust God when we're walking into those seasons where we do not know what's going on. When we walking into seasons where we unfamiliar with what's happening in our life. When we walk into a season when we have to surrender our control off of things, off of people, off of situations, off of whatever's going on in our life at that time. We gotta trust God, because I call those seasons walking into a season not from the front seat, but walking into a season from the back seat when we just don't know what's going on, what's happening, but we just got to trust God through it all. We got to trust God through every journey, every step of our life. God will not lead us into something that's going to destroy us forever. Whatever we're going through is for a testimony, it's for a reason. And if we're going through it, that means that we're going to get through it. Trusting God in those seasons, you know that it's a shift taking place. You have to have a certain type of confidence to do the things that God called you to do. You have to have preparation to do the things that God is calling you to do. It's just like Joseph. Joseph had the Lord to stop the sun. How great is that? You can tell the Lord, somebody who made sun and earth, to stop the sun. But before he got to that point in his life, he had to build that type of confidence. He had to go through preparation step by step. And during that process, he had to do the hard things and the things that God told him to do before he got to that, stage in his life. Building that confidence is so important and necessary. That preparation season is so important and necessary, because during the preparation, you're building confidence. Now, I'm not saying that you can stop the sun, but in that preparation, you're building confidence. It might be success for you. It might be a job that you go in and talk and have that confidence and talk your way through. Sometimes building that confidence in that preparation is doing the things that God called you to do, but it also doing the impossible things. God directions is very clear. God directions is very detailed. It's very important that you follow God directions when it comes to you building a certain type of confidence, because that confidence have you doing the impossible thing. In preparation seasons, it's very important that you follow directions and not twist your direction with God direction, not twist things around, not lean on your own understanding, because you need a certain type of confidence to go into that job, or you need a certain type of confidence to let a relationship go, or you need a certain type of confidence to say no, or you need a certain type of confidence to walk in a car lot. Building that confidence that you need to build doing before you can do the impossible things is also necessary. Following God's direction step by step and not leaning on your own understanding, not leaning on your directions, is very necessary. You have to do the things that God is telling you to do, because he's calling you to something. Sometimes some of the things that we want and some of the things that we are praying for and asking God for in our lives, God cannot give us and bless us with these things because he cannot trust us with the things that we have now. And it don't always have to be money or material things. It can be a job position, like going into being a supervisor or a manager. If you're talking crazy to people now, God cannot trust you with that position that you are praying for or wanting, or it can be anything, whatever the case may be. God have to be able to trust you with the now before he's able to move you to the next. And it's very important that you know that. God wants to be able to trust you with your now before you move to your next.